Hey guys, it's Robynne. Thank you so much for watching this video. In case you didn't know, I post new videos every day at noon Central Standard Time. Please subscribe so that you can be the first to know about my new videos. Also, be sure to like and share the video if you enjoyed it. Alright, let's get into today's video. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Pillow Talk. I know I've been kind of absent with these videos a little bit lately, but today I wanted to talk about 10 ways that you can build trust in your relationship. And this is just, building trust in general, not necessarily in a situation where you've lost your partner's trust or anything. So, I think these would work for really any type of situation as far as trust is concerned. And if I look this way, I actually wrote down all 10 tips that I have just so that I don't forget, to mention anything. So number one would have to be keep what your partner tells you or shares with you to yourself. Don't share it with other people, especially when you're first getting to know someone and they start sharing things with you and opening up to you and putting themselves in a vulnerable situation. Don't break that trust and tell other people the things that they've shared with you. It was meant for you. They trusted you with the information, and it should be up to them to choose who they share it with. So number two would be communicate in person instead of via email or text, etc., as much as possible. Now obviously this isn't always going to be possible, which is why I added in the little end, which as much as possible, because there are situations where you're not going to be around each other, or you just can't for whatever reason meet in person on a specific day. Obviously it would be different if you two were living together, but if you're at work or you're out of town, on vacation, busy, whatever the case may be, it's not always possible. But I feel like trust is a lot easier when you're communicating with people face to face instead of having technology step in and, be kind of a medium between you two. So number three would be to be considerate of your partner's interests. Now doing this shows them that they can count on you and that you have their best interests at heart. Now, obviously, you're two separate people, so you're not always going to like the same thing that your partner likes. It would be awesome if, it was possible for, two people to meet who love exactly the same things, but, it's not always the case. So just kind of be considerate of the things that they like. And, yeah. Number four would be to follow through with any promises you make, even the smallest ones. And I made a little note on here, just kind of an example. So, for example, if you say that you're going to call or you're going to be someplace at a certain time, make sure that you do these things. Now, small actions make a big impact on whether or not your partner trusts you. Like, just if you were in this situation, your boyfriend or girlfriend tells you they're going to call you at 6:30 or somewhere around 6:30 and they never call. How would you feel? Would that make them, or would that make you feel like you can trust them with bigger things other than just simply calling you? I don't really think so. Now obviously, a phone call is much different than paying bills on time and stuff like that, but smaller things, if you can't trust your partner with these small things, then it's going to cause issues with trust bigger things like bills and kids and all of that stuff if you guys were to go that far in the relationship. So, number five, learn to apologize when you make a mistake or disappoint your partner, and keyword here, be authentic about it. Obviously, I honestly hate when, you're in an argument with your partner or whatever, and the person just is like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, sorry, not sorry. Be authentic. Be genuine. If you're going to apologize to someone, mean it. Don't just say it just because you think that's what they want to hear or you think that's what you need to do. Do it because you want to. Do it because you're sorry about the way that the situation went or whatever you did, whatever happened, and just apologize. Be authentic. Mean it. So number six, allow yourself to be vulnerable, open up and share things with your partner, and a little note that I wrote here is trust can't really be built. You know, a strong foundation of trust can't be built when it's only one person being open and sharing things and putting themselves in a vulnerable situation. It's not going to work if it's only one person. It's a two-way street in relationships, and you need to remember that. It's the same thing with trust. Even if it's just friends, even if it's not, you know, building trust in a relationship, you know, with a boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. If it's your friends, you know, it's still important. Let's see. Number 7, spend time together doing things that make each of you happy. And also, you know, I wrote another little note. I'm good for writing notes, I guess, on this topic. Make sure that you're open to trying new things that your partner likes, but that you might not be into. Now, like I said earlier, obviously you're two different people, which means you're gonna like different things. You know, obviously there might be some things that you have in common, hopefully, but, you know, you're not always going to like exactly the same things that your partner likes. And so, you know, maybe they want to go to an amusement park and you're not into amusement parks or roller coasters or whatever. Be open to at least, you know, trying new things, and be open to doing the things that they like instead of just doing the things that you like all the time, or, you know, limiting opportunities as far as like, oh, well, I don't like going to the movies. Okay, then you can't go to the movies if you're limiting yourself in that area. So, number 8, practice forgiveness when you are upset with your partner and let go of the hurt after the two of you have talked it through. Now, receiving a sincere apology honestly helps build that foundation of trust a lot stronger. Like I said, be genuine when you apologize. Sincere apologies matter so much, especially if it's like a long-term relationship. You know, I've done this before. I've been guilty of doing it. When I was still with my ex-husband, you know, I would bring up stuff that happened forever ago, because, you know, he would apologize to me. I didn't feel like he meant it. And so every time that we got into an argument or whatever, I would bring it back up, and no, that's not right to do that. But, you know, on the one hand, I wasn't letting go of the hurt that he caused me, but on the other hand, he wasn't being sincere with his apologies, or at least I felt that he wasn't. So we both kind of screwed up on that aspect, but make sure that you give sincere apologies, like I said, and, you know, just let go of it. Don't hold on to grudges, because it's not worth it. Number 9. This is the long one. I wrote a long note. Take some time away from your partner to check in with yourself and get some feedback from your trusted friends or relatives. By taking space and speaking with a trusted friend or relative, you might gain new perspective about your relationship. But I wrote this in all caps. Do not share relationship info on Facebook. This is not cool and can cause major issues in your relationship. I've also done this. I'm guilty, again, with my ex-husband. Every time that he and I had serious problems, I either told my mom about it or another family member, or I wrote it on Facebook. That's not the right thing to do. In the end, it only causes more stress and more drama, and it's not really something that I would recommend. Not only that, but because it also opens up the door for people who, you know, see that there's issues in your relationship and they want to take advantage of that. And, you know, obviously, here I am with the situation of divorce. So we all know how that marriage ended. So, number 10, trust can fluctuate over time as each of you experiences, you know, different things in life. Make sure that you reassure each other that your love, trust, and safety are still intact. I think that's really important, and this will further strengthen the foundation of trust between the two of you. Now, obviously, you know, don't start out a relationship assuming that the other person is going to immediately trust you 100%. It's not really going to happen that way, most likely, because they're probably going to trust you, but they might still have doubts in their mind because they either haven't been with you that long, so they don't really know, or they have past experiences that have affected them as far as that goes. So just remember that when you're building trust in a relationship, it's important that you make sure that your partner knows that, you know, they can trust you. If they don't believe you by the words that you say, then prove it to them. You know, that's one of the best things that you can do, is instead of saying something, actually prove it by your actions. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tips and this episode of Pillow Talk. I hope to be able to be more regular with the rest of the Pillow Talk episodes that I have coming up. Like this video, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share the video, and until next time, bye guys.